ladies and gentlemen, it's happened. We are freshly removed from one of the most mid pay-per-views of all time in King and Queen of the Ring. This is the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. This is Before the Bell. I am Main Event CT. You know what it is. Appreciate you guys in the chat before you even start typing. And before we go any further, it's time to introduce my partners in crime in this thing that we call Before the Bell. To my left, ladies and gentlemen, the Urban Gladiator, Jay Washington. How are you, man?
The most mid pay-per-view.
Nike trying to sign him to do Air Forces. That's how mid that pay-per-view was.
Sir!
It was mid. You know why it was mid?
Please tell me why.
We're going to get into this. I was about to go into it until I realized that I did not introduce our partner in crime, the magnificent mid-card, Maru.
Orderly, it's me, Rey MARTSTERIO, and I'm here.
MARTSTERIO.
See, and I'm here to represent Before the Bell.
It was too much.
That's it. Okay.
They don't, they don't let him talk a lot. There's not a lot of promos to pull from.
That's a great point. And what's up?
No, he talks a lot more now.
He's like, "Why did you beat me up?"
That's not how he sounds.
Dumb.
What do you mean? He does. He sounds. He sounds just like this. Is that
why does he sound constipated?
because he's getting older. He's a little gruff.
Look. Go back to why the pay-per-view was me.
I got a lot of knee injuries.
A lot of the injury. He been doing a stem cell, which makes him younger-ish, right?
I mean, especially when you take that mask off.
Listen, he take that mask off. He's 32.
He's 32 instantly.
He's 32 years old.
People are like,
boy.
hey, who's young fella is this?
That's a child.
Still a young man. That's why I represent.
This is why King and Queen of the Ring, for me, was mid.
Mm.
When we go back to King of the Ring in the past,
Mm-hmm.
they were wrestling 4 matches that same night.
Okay, so when they won, it meant something more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not mad at you doing the finals at a pay-per-view for the King of the Ring.
Okay.
But don't name it King and Queen of the Ring if we're only going to see one of each match. That's my whole point.
Well, I think I get I
Go
don't
on.
want to interrupt. I think I get first of all, I get where you're coming from.
Yep.
Number one. I think we also forgetting they got to fill these Saudi dates with something.
They got to fill up Saudi days.
So look, why you think you got to look, Crown Jewel? Take that. You'll get Night of Champions. Take that.
Mhm.
King and Queen of the Ring. Here, take that.
But couldn't that have been the entire...
You want a 4-hour show out of Saudi, 3-4 hour show out of Saudi,
Not 4 hours. I'm saying take the semifinals, which were 1, 2, 3, 4 matches.
and then have those on top of.
Yes.
'Cause
No,
we did-
because you don't need anything else other than you could have Cody's defense if you want,
Yeah.
but you could do the semifinals
Mm.
and then the finals in one pay-per-view.
I'd even venture to say do 2 of the semifinals at the pre-show, 2 at the beginning of the card, and then have the finals be the
So,
main
yeah,
event. or
okay.
main
Come
event.
on.
Well, also I think the reason you can't do that there
Yeah.
is, again, we're talking Saudi Arabia.
Mhm.
They kept telling you about the temperature. You can't have them wrestle that many times in that environment.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, they kept saying it's 91 outside. It
And
feels like
70
96 outside, but it's 76 inside.
In here. Yeah. So they were cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they can go backstage and cool down.
Yeah.
It's $1 billion. They made 10 mil off this one show.
This ain't the
They ain't no
90s
fans.
WWE.
Yeah.
This is...
everybody come back just perspiring.
Man.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see... Okay, let's talk about... First of all, I'm jumping way ahead. Let's go back. Because when we talk about Monday Night Raw,
Mhm.
Bron Breakker,
Yeah.
this is what we needed to see out of Bron Breakker.
I have
Boy.
a problem with it though.
Let's hear it.
My problem is all right, we're getting this. I'm angry. You didn't put me in the tournament. I'm gonna just start destroying everybody. Which the destruction of Ricochet was the greatest. Because even the one he did before with dude on the steps.
Yeah.
Great camera work to not show the other side of the steps.
Yeah.
Because we knew what that shot was.
Yeah.
Ricochet and then Ilya Dragunov doing all this cocaine thing. Like, don't know what's happening with that.
Yeah.
But my problem, okay, who do you put him up against when you need him? Do you start giving him this Goldberg touch?
He's going to go against Braun Strowman and they can have a great feud.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Come on, baby.
Yeah. Braun versus Braun.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Didn't even think about that.
Yeah, man, that's the first thing I thought because they haven't been giving Braun Strowman TV time outside of a quick backstage segment he had with the Creed brothers and him coming out against JD McDonough.
Yeah.
But now with Bron Breakker being a heel,
so what, do you give him a program or do you give him a match?
I think you give him a program.
I think you keep letting him run through people until he starts killing Braun Strowman's friends. And that's when Strowman's like, 'cause remember last week, Strowman and Ricochet were like, oh man, it's good to see you again.
Yeah.
So you can even build it up like that.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it.
You saw it right then and there?
Yeah, you know, that's what I saw. Bron Breakker, he thinning up top. I say, hey man, why you go so low with the fade?
Hey, brother, listen.
They cut it. You ever be on the road and you get that one barber? You be like, oh, I need a cut. Let me go see somebody. And you be like, I shouldn't have seen nobody.
I got some hats I can buy real quick.
Man, they dug into him right up front. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
That's because, look, remember when he had the hair, he was thinning.
But it was a great fade that he had, and it was like, oh, I don't see what's going on. Monday, I saw what was going on. I knew why he was mad on top of why he was mad.
So he had just got out the chair out the back. I was like,
I wouldn't have kicked the ring. That's the reason. Nah, I see the fade.
Yeah. Well, I feel like because he's on the road now, and he used to just be in Florida. They had them Dominican barbers who be like, you know, they really be cleaning them up.
Let me tell y'all about what y'all doing with these Latin communities. Y'all, it was fine when it was him. We could cut around that. Then you jumped there. Tell you something, Latinos. All I do is got love for y'all. You understand me?
Hey, I'm telling you what you're doing right now.
Latinos, mi amor.
Went Catholic with it. Respect.
Yeah, for
You've been doing your research, man.
Yeah, man. I listened to a lot of promos. They did not have a lot from my boy Ray. He was just like,
that's a testament to how fiery he is, though.
Yeah.
For him to have made his career has been 30 years, 30 plus.
30 plus, man.
For him to have a 30 plus year career and to have never had to cut a true promo.
That's a WWE thing too.
Come on, man.
When you're in the WWE, you got to cut them promos.
Got to cut them promos.
Yeah. Even Murderer Benoit had to go to classes.
All right.
What? Am I wrong
about the fact that he did commit murder? No,
he definitely. Yeah.
But calling him a slang nickname based off of that,
it's either that or Jimmy Murderfly Snooker. Which one do you want?
I mean, there's so many other people who had to cut promos who I think you could have named. you could have said Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Shout out to Daniel Jones, The Beans, Eastside Reviews, James Riviera. I keep saying Rivera, Queenie Martin, actually. And boom, Darth Tino. Got a shout out to Duval DH. Got a shout out to Torian Jones. Just Loyalty. Thank you guys so much for commenting. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hit the super chat. We got action. We want to shout out everybody who's super chatting. As the moment you shout, so the moment you send a super chat, we will stop the show and thank you personally. So get those super chats in.
We just rolling up a super chat.
Hey, man.
Hey, ain't got not damn bit of wrestling conversation now.
We earned it.
What happened? We earned it. What happened? What do you got? I know in my heart of hearts, my peripheral doesn't spot what it spots.
Oh yeah. Let's cut Mighty Morrow.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Gotta mix it up, you know?
When did you buy it?
I've had this one for a while.
You've been sitting on a Rey Mysterio Spider-Man mask.
Yeah. I got this back in the Chicago days.
You've been sitting on a Rey Mysterio Spider-Man.
Yeah, man. Legendary right here. Legendary.
How many times have you used it in not a PG circumstance?
I was just about to ask.
How many times you as a girl come to the crib and you like,
I got something for you.
What are they? How many times?
What are they?
How many times?
He's counting times.
3.
I respect the honesty, man. Shout out to the young ladies that were cool with some action and had a basketball.
And it wasn't from the back all. Because you know he was on top, was like, what a leg, filthy animals.
This got dirtier.
What?
Well, because they have a bunch, so they got to wear them too. So
bad news, Buck. I didn't miss you this time.
So yeah, lucha sex, you know.
Lucha sex.
Yeah.
Viva la raza. That's what it was. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop.
Sonia Deville is back.
Yes.
Huh?
I do you want her in action or do you want her as that authority figure?
I want her in action. It's time. That role when she was management, it never really fit her in my opinion because it was like you're either going to be. It's kind of like with Corbin. You're going to do either or. Now with Corbin, unfortunately, at the time he was a worse off version of Seth Rollins because when Seth was with the authority, he was I'm a wrestler, but I have connections to power to where they're going to look out for me. Corbin was middle management and wrestling, which was never a good transition. So with Sonya, it's like I just want to see her wrestle.
You had to hit yourself in the face with the microphone. I saw you about to do it.
I mean, it's right here.
I mean, no, the way your hand hit the mic and it went close to your chin, your beard stopped.
The depth perception is I gotta, look at my depth perception. But yeah, I want to see Sonya in a feud with Baszler. She's on Raw now. Zoe Starks has never met her, so I love that they kept that kind of
ambiguity.
Yeah. It was very dope.
You know, it's like, no, we're cool, man. Dude.
Dude again?
She's like, dude.
That's that whole interaction?
Pretty much, yeah.
Shout out to
Zoe Starks?
Zoe Starks, man. I had no idea she was I had no idea she had a boyfriend. I thought she was single this whole time.
That's what you
the way
thought?
you
That's
say
what
that.
you thought?
Yeah. Okay, say it with me, because you knew what that pause was, right? You knew what that pause was. You and I both know what that pause was.
I had no idea that she had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, but I think, correct me if I'm wrong, please. We've had that discussion either on here or via our chat.
Definitely group chat.
Yeah, and I told him, like, yo, she's got a guy. I was
you
like,
said it. I didn't believe it though.
I told you, like, she's got a guy. You was like, hey, bro. Hey, she don't.
Yeah, she ain't got no boyfriend.
Yeah.
Got a whole fiance husband.
Yeah, she got a whole husband.
Yeah, there's a man involved in her life. So good for her.
Yeah, good for her, man. Shout out to
I just
Zoe Starks.
I just need us to get past this segment because it's so difficult for the two of y'all right now.
I thought of a storyline for Zoe Stark.
Let's hear it.
Where it's just because like she's so like I think that's the reason that whatever her being single, why people had that assumption. It's because she's so like like a very brolic. Yeah,
that was the B word you wanted to use.
Yeah, very brolic. And and so I thought of this storyline where they're trying to market her towards a different audience. They're like, you should smile more and like have her.
Vince isn't there anymore, Martin.
Huh?
Vince isn't there anymore.
No. I'm saying that's why it's a storyline.
That's a Vince storyline.
No. The storyline wouldn't be her smiling more. It'd be the establishment trying to get her to smile more, and then she fights back on that. Because I think right now the issue is she hasn't had a definitive storyline outside of like, oh, I'm Trish's friend or I'm Shayna's friend. So having the quote unquote establishment, be it a Sonya Deville, be it an Adam Pearce, trying to market her or put her in a box, and then she's like, she play that could be her breakout Stone Cold Steve Austin moment, is having her then be like, this isn't me. I don't want to smile. I want to I want to beat people up.
Yeah.
And then you play into that role.
I agree with that. I think with Zoe Starks, she has not had a storyline. She had a little bit of something cooking with Rhea Ripley at the moment where she was about to get her title shot. And it was like, oh, I'm kind of believing in Zoe Stark. But then the push kind of stopped.
Well, because those promos didn't help her out. I think that's, again, we talk about people going to classes, learning to talk and whatnot. Every time Zoe Stark has been on the mic by herself, it has never gotten over. When she was the whole thing with her and Becky, when she was Trish's buddy, when she was out there by herself, it was like, with the crowd, you could even hear the crowd. It was like, we're really not feeling you.
But do you think that's because she's not going on the mic or because she just did not have, the crowd didn't know enough about her to be invested yet?
I think it's a combination. Okay. I think it's, it also takes to be a personality on the mic, as we know as comedians. It takes a level of charisma.
Yes.
And I think Zoe Stark, when you come to talent, there's no doubt about this.
Yeah.
What she does in the ring is incredible. That charisma that needs to ooze out to be this superstar to connect with the crowds, not just in person, but via the camera, one way or another. I personally don't feel like it's there yet. And I think I agree, you need a storyline, maybe not to that extent, but you need something that's going to be like, yo, we have to dig and pull this up out of you. Because you had to get that out of Ricochet. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
You gotta understand, man. Samantha Irvin is a friend of the show.
I love Samantha. Look,
And I love Samantha.
hold on. Let me tell you this. Ricochet's the homie in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And I've known Trevor for years. That's how far I'll use the shoot name for years. But when it came to that level, when we're talking about the WWE as this giant global entity, there's something that needs to come out as its charisma outside of your in-ring ability to make these crowds, whether they got to love you or hate you. It just is what it is. It took a while for us to get that out of him. Remember, we had to watch Husky Harris go through a whole thing before he became Bray Wyatt.
But the difference is with Ricochet, it came out during that Logan Paul feud.
That's where it was
I like this.
So you're just giving that to him, is what I'm saying.
No, I gave it to him then, but I'm just saying since then, it's been seeming like he's been lost and trying to find something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, outside of that, I want Ricochet to be the best Ricochet he could be. Shout out to Samantha Irvin.
WWE Speed Champion Ricochet, man.
Speed Champion Ricochet.
That sounds like a
Twitter champ.
That sounds
Champion of X, baby.
That sounds like another championship.
Karrion Kross approaches Woods now.
Yeah.
What happens?
Wait, I missed that part.
Yeah. Listen, man, I watch his wrestling. You understand me?
Where was I?
So
on Raw.
Yeah, this is on Raw. Karrion Kross had approached Kofi a week before, and now he approached Woods. So my question is,
right after Woods gets cleared, too.
Right after he gets cleared.
Yeah.
Do they both join Final Testament, or is it a one-person thing? Because I think they're getting rid of New Day.
No, still
as it is.
Oh, as the happy-go-lucky New Day?
They get called New Testament?
Woo! That's fire.
Yeah.
New Testament?
Yeah.
That's fire.
Well, it goes close to what they were supposed to do when they originally debuted. When the New Day originally, remember the whole preacher choir gimmick?
Yeah.
Going all the way back. But I feel like it's just we're rehashing what we were going to do on SmackDown to Raw.
I'm not mad, though.
You're not?
No, because I want to see a darker version of Xavier Woods.
No, I'm fine with that part.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that part.
You're saying having them go after the black group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they went from the Prophets to the New Day.
Well, yeah.
Or look, we all know, and I'm going to bring this up, but I know people are thinking the whole Team Angle element when I bring them up. What if he went towards the Creed brothers?
Hold on a second, Jay. Hold on a moment.
Pardon me.
Randy Constance just gave Before the Bell our very first super chat. Round of applause for Randy Constance. Thank you so much.
Randy
Appreciate that.
Randy Constance.
Can you see what the one is 2 down that says something about Ricochet?
Oh, when it says Jay is right, that's the one that you want me to start? All
yeah,
right,
please
great.
do. Keep reading.
Because that's the only thing that you ever pay attention to. Jay is right. Ricochet can do all the flips he wants. If he can't bring the charisma, he's a mid-card at best.
So let me ask you guys this. What do you think has separated, as we talked about Rey Mysterio, or Ricochet from a Rey Mysterio, charisma-wise?
Oh, great question.
It's an easy one, too.
They both, okay, no, yeah, please answer.
I was going to
say, they both are very agile, athletic, great in-ring. Two of the best high flyers of all time. No question about it. I would say, because again, we talked about Rey Mysterio doesn't have those promo abilities. We haven't seen like a epic Rey Mysterio promo.
Never.
Just like we have not seen an epic Ricochet promo. Both of them seem to have fire and desire in ring, and they have something that connects with the crowd. But Rey Mysterio clearly has had that much more. So what do we think the difference is? Or what is segued Ricochet away from where he's not as good as Rey Mysterio?
Hold that thought before you answer that question. Main event CT, please.
Ooh, Sheldon Jackson just came through with the super chat. Says, I feel like Ricochet has fallen off in WWE. I remember when he was compared to Will Ospreay, and both were considered to be future world champions. First of all, thank you, Sheldon Jackson. Another round of applause for Sheldon. Thank you so much,
Jackson.
Sheldon. Here's the difference. Rey Mysterio is an attraction, right?
Okay.
Let's be honest about this. Rey Mysterio is what, like 5'3", 5'4"? He's the biggest little man we've ever seen in WWE. Ricochet is a small guy, but he looks average height. So when you compare just off of visuals, when you look at Rey Mysterio and you look at Ricochet, you look at Rey Mysterio and you're going to immediately count him out. You look at Ricochet, this handsome light-skinned dude, he got abs, he got Samantha Irvin. There's no underdog about it. He got 8 abs. That's not no underdog. Rey Mysterio ain't never had no abs. You understand me?
He tried to get some.
Well, no, when
WCW.
he left WWE and they got him on the gas, he was
Yeah, he
when he was
did,
when he was just like jacked in Lucha Underground.
That
He
was
was
no
just-
abs. That was yoke.
I feel like
Abs.
Okay.
Google it
I'll
when
tell
you get a
but
chance.
let me know when you're ready, because I'll tell you what the
Pause.
difference is.
Let's hear it.
Rey Mysterio has every program he has ever been in, regardless of promos,
Yeah.
has always invoked one important thing:
What's that?
emotion.
Oh.
Every single promo you can think about with Rey Mysterio, no matter who you name,
Yeah.
there is some level of emotions behind it.
Mhm.
You haven't had that real emotional attachment. Yes, the Logan Paul Ricochet thing,
Yeah.
because it pulled in Samantha Irvin.
Right.
So it pulled in something extra. You didn't need that really with any Rey Mysterio match. Rey Mysterio Big Show. Oh, Jesus Christ, what's about to happen? Rey Mysterio Batista. David, my friend. You just start going down the line of things.
What did he say?
David, my friend, when he was squeezing his face.
Yeah.
But it's always been emotion. What?
I'm gonna rip your head off, Ray.
Dave, please, Dave.
I'm gonna rip your freaking head off.
Dave, you're my friend. Dave, you're my friend. But that's what it's been
Yeah.
in every single Ray program, no matter what. We're even looking at this thing with Carlito.
Mhm.
The emotion behind it.
Right.
I brought you in to bring in the LWO. All these different things. You turn on me. Everything Ray has had, and these are just 3 or 4 programs I've mentioned, have had this emotion that has attached you to him. So it didn't need a big promo from him vocally on the mic.
Right.
Speaking of Carlito, I just wanted to transition real quick.
Yeah.
His work on Raw since turning heel.
Oh
has
my
been-
Jesus.
Without even having to wrestle a match. But he's like a Marvel, what do you call it, street level villain?
Yeah.
Where he's just jumping people backstage.
And
like,
then run it off.
Yeah, run it off and go into the Judgment Day locker. They're like, we're not here to protect you, dude. What are you? He's like, yeah, Carlito can't play darts. Why are you not letting Carlito play darts back here?
You are holding on to a Carlito impression
Well,
that
'cause
nobody knew about.
Because it's coming.
Okay, so wait on that.
Yeah.
Got you. The hair got to grow out a little bit more before you do the. Got it.
I mean,
Hey, that brother bring apple, start spitting, I'm leaving.
Man, hey,
I'm telling you right. I'm just calling him right now. That brother start bringing apples and spitting them out of here.
that's not cool.
I told you I used to do that in high school, right?
And you wonder why you were bullied.
Well, no. So that's what.
Man, he spit the apple on me. I'm supposed to just let him spit the apple because his mama the principal? Hey, man, I'll get suspended, fam. That's crazy. You spit the apple. So that's the other story. We need to hear the bully's perspective on why they bully.
What is this, an Adele album?
Yeah. Yo, what if we heard all Martin's stories and we were like, man, I wish we could go fight these dudes for you, man. And then we go to
Then a
fight
kid in
them.
a wheelchair rolls up. You're like,
Martin
tell you
put
what
me
he
here. What? They have all their own versions of why they got their get back.
We got a whole documentary just called Martin's Villains.
Your Rhodes gallery got to be crazy. I want to talk to this dude first.
What?
Whatever dude used to jerk his neck off talking about you,
He's a
I want to
realtor right
know
now.
what you did to offend him. Man, he just kept coming up in here all these Dragon Ball Z shirts, bro. And then he started coming with these comic book shirts. And after that, man, I was like, I had enough, bro. So I just started making fun of him. I said, you ain't got no regular shirts? He's like, nah. All Dragon Ball Z or nothing. Matter of fact, call me Krillin.
Krillin. Why would I go with Krillin?
All I thought I was gonna do it. So, Creed Brothers with Gable, which is where I think that's leaning.
Everybody knows where it's going.
I love that because you got to get rid of the Alpha Academy as it is.
Yeah.
But you got to have him have the match with Otis first.
Yes, but I still want Gable to win the title at SummerSlam.
From
Or
Sammy?
sooner. Yeah, he got to take it from Sammy. Because before, if he doesn't get it,
Hold your thought. Please read there.
what? Let me tell you something. MTK2 Fitness. Late to the show, just wanted to show some love. One of the highlights of my week. First of all, clap for you for the super chat. Thank you so much.
MTK2.
That is very kind of you. As a matter of fact, I want to recite a couple of comments of the week from last episode because you guys are on fire. This is from Jeremy Graham JG. This is my favorite show because of the chemistry and respect. The jokes. Appreciate that.
Yes.
Another comment that says, the Yanko Jai. Can't wait to tune into this. This is my favorite pod right now. Y'all are killing it. But where is Jay? And this is the comment I wanted to read because this was so funny. I knew you would even get a kick out of this.
Who, me or
Yeah.
Martin? Oh.
You.
The Indo God, in response to "But where is Jay?" he said, "Drinking Ozempic and tonic." Yeah. That was such a crazy comeback because nobody was talking to him. He said, "Where is Jay?" He said, "Drinking Ozempic." He said like it was a fact. He's drinking Ozempic and tonic.
Who orders that at the bar?
That's what's crazy.
No,
Yo, let me get that Ozempic and chronic toxic.
You call it O&T?
Let me get an O&T.
Can I get one of my O's and T's?
Also, time out. No, we are not finna do this.
What happened?
No, Cameron, you already know where to go.
What
To
did
the
he
producer.
do?
There.
What happened?
What?
It's another mask.
Oh, that's crazy.
Got the Miami Dolphins on.
How many do you own, bro?
Look, we're not here to discuss all
this
that.
is
you know?
crazy. What you spend your money on is your business, but man, I got to find out some things.
What I pulled out like 48 different masks. You're like,
Ozempic and tonic.
And tonic. Listen,
Not soda, tonic.
the joke to me that made me laugh wasn't that he said, "Oh, Ozempic and
It
tonic."
came out of nowhere.
It was the fact that nobody was talking to him, and he said it like these are facts.
This is where he is right now. I seen him at the bar with it. Like he had two of them. He was on his third.
he was just over there, yeah.
And didn't say hello to you. That's what's even
They didn't say hello,
crazy.
just said, no, that's what
He
he
was
doing.
looking. He wrote it down.
Hey, bartender, what did he order?
Bro, man, the most random things be getting me. And it was like just creating that scenario in my head. It was like, what? He said it like he was a co-host of the show.
Yeah, he out here like the washarazzi. Like the paparazzi, but for Jay Washington.
The wash.
Oh, the washarazzi.
The washarazzi.
That
pretty
sounds
good.
like a Russian gang, but I like it.
That is.
The washarazzi.
That should be the name of your stable.
The washarazzi.
That's a good stable.
Yeah. Hollywood Jay Washington.
Oh, you missed this. We had a conversation with Burns about doing a potential wrestling promotion wants to do some kind of promo thing in the summer.
Yeah.
And we were thinking about building it up. And basically, both of you guys are on opposing teams, and I'm special guest referee. So it's heels versus faces.
If it's the thing I saw in the chat, unfortunately,
No.
I wouldn't be. Okay, is it something different?
Yeah.
Something different, yeah.
Okay, because there's one thing I saw in the chat that was like late August, and that one was like the 23rd, 24th.
Oh, no, this ain't got a date on it.
Okay, that was something I saw. I was like, I couldn't do that one.
That was that New York joint. I
Okay,
think.
yes.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about. First of all, I would be in for it. I would have the heels because I want a reason to just keep kicking Martin's face in
That's
the corner.
crazy.
Wow.
No offense.
How would I not take offense to that? That's like,
I'm not taking offense.
that's the most offensive.
Getting kicked in the face.
Just in the corner. Just in the corner.
Dude said Martin looks like a hidden character in WWE 2K25. Got that 2 Live crew mask.
Hey, that's
Jesus.
Thor Love and Thunder mask.
Goliath just gave us. We got another super chat.
Goliath, shout out to you. First of all, I've watched you guys on different platforms separately, but seeing y'all together talking about something I love makes me so happy. Much love. Goliath, a round of applause for you. Thank you so much for the super chat. We're so grateful for all you guys who are sending your hard-earned money and supporting us in that way. It means more than you can ever know.
I don't mean
go ahead.
offense to kick you in the face in the corner.
It's
like
kinda
if I got
too
you in
late.
the corner. I just want you to know.
It's kind of too late.
No, I just want to let him.
Kicking you in the face.
Yeah.
But if
the
it's in the
face-
corner, you said in the run. I mean, if it's a heel, what else would I?
Punch him in the stomach?
Yeah. I don't know. Get heat for the crowd.
Yeah, give a
How else
promo.
I would get heat. I mean, look, if I
I
would
don't know.
get
Do
a low blow?
Do the accent again.
what accent?
The one you did earlier, the offensive one. You could do that for the crowd.
That's true. That'll do it. They will boo you out of the building. Don't let us be in San Diego.
Jay comes out with a sombrero and stuff. You're like, yo, this guy is
He is hardcore, bro.
he's doubling down, man.
So Nia Jax. Oh, but let's go back.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair is now in my top 5
Ooh.
women wrestlers of all time, and she ain't 2 through 5.
Wait, she just got there?
Let me tell you why. Her performance against Nia Jax this past Monday, she did a kayfabe powerbomb with a limp that we know ain't real. And she walked and carried her for the powerbomb.
Yeah.
That I've never seen that before from any woman ever, not even China.
So then do you guys disagree with Mercedes Mone, formerly known as Sasha Banks, saying that she is the greatest women's wrestler of all time, 100%? That is a direct quote from Mercedes Mone.
I was glad to be back.
It was good to see you, man.
I was glad to be back.
You take care of yourself.
I'm going to get up out of
You
here.
got to, man.
You just listen. You got to do whatever you can to sell an AEW pay-per-view, no offense. But, number one, out of your top 5, yes. I just don't I can't acknowledge that.
That was a wild statement.
Yeah. I mean, that's what she said.
I can't acknowledge that because it's just
in public to people.
Kenny Omega is probably widely looked at as one of the greatest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Widely regarded, respected by every wrestling fan, every wrestler. He's a wrestler's wrestler.
Yes.
Kenny Omega said that Roman Reigns is that guy.
Yeah, thank you.
Kenny Omega said Roman Reigns is that guy. I have not heard anybody giving those kind of props in the women's world to many people outside of Charlotte and Becky and now Bianca Belair.
Rhea
Ripley.
Yeah. She's getting them. She's getting them.
She's definitely getting them. But when we talk about the GOAT, when I look for my GOATs, I'm looking for everything. I'm looking for promo work. I'm looking for physicality. I'm looking for entertainment. I'm looking for strength and pizzazz and showmanship. And
sales. That's another one.
You gotta sell them tickets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bianca Belair has that.
Yeah.
Bam. That's me.
Where they have to include her on posters.
They have to.
Yeah.
Because she's that dominant.
Not even in the main event match, she gotta be.
Here's the thing. Bianca Belair didn't have a WrestleMania match announced.
I was just about to bring
until the week of WrestleMania. They put her at the press conference. Bayley won the Royal Rumble. They put Bianca Belair at the press conference. They put Bianca on the poster for WrestleMania.
Can you hold that thought for a second?
Yeah.
I need you to do your job. You got to.
Great show, guys. Jay needs a new moveset ASAP.
And
Mr. M.A. Styles and Randy Constant says he'll fart on AEW bars. All right. Round of applause for Mr.
I just wanted to make sure we had my apologies.
And
No,
Randy
I
Constant
appreciate
for the
it,
super chats. That's a wild statement, bro.
Fart on AEW bars.
Here's my problem was, look, Mercedes Mone, Sasha Banks, whatever you want to call her. The showmanship, you can't argue that. The Sasha Banks thing showed us what she can do with like pizzazz and all this.
Yep.
Promos, if you don't get the whole entire up out of here, because every pro you be like, stop talking.
Yeah.
Stop talking. Her matches, some of her matches have been great. Her versus Bayley NXT TakeOver is arguably one of the greatest women's matches ever. That is a classic match. It is not arguable.
Top 3, at least.
Top 3. But overall, to say that, I get you got to have confidence in yourself. That's like the three of us going, yo, we the GOATs of stand-up comedy right now. Nobody can touch us. We know we're all damn good at what we do. We know we're great at what we do on stage. We know that. But to say we're over Chappelle, Louis C.K., all them right now. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get so you know what? I had to think. That look told me a lot. Was like, no. I'm Jesus Christ.
No, keep going.
But you get the point I'm kind of trying to make.
I get it.
To say that, I get you have to have this ego about yourself.
And to sell a pay-per-view.
And to sell a pay-per-view. But to say that in that regard, you clearly aren't watching anything else, not even just WWE. You aren't watching Stardom. You aren't watching Joshi. You aren't watching any other women's wrestling.
I hear that, and I will say this because I don't want this to be misconstrued. First of all, we support women, and we definitely support black women.
Yeah.
With that said,
that's why I brought up Stardom and Joshi. These are women's wrestlers. Yes.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns has been hailed as the GOAT, even by GOATs. Roman Reigns also said this himself several times that he's the GOAT, and nobody disputed it. I would love to say that Mercedes.
Well, you got her last name and the first name.
I would love to say that Mercedes should tout that. And she should say these things. And instead of disputing it, we should just continue to watch what she builds and creates.
Okay, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Give you that. But can I give a counterpoint?
Oh, I'd love to. You're the heel of the show.
Oh, thank you. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Super villain.
Super villain. You know right. Kicks to the face. Thank you.
That's still inappropriate.
Great. But no, like, we are, look, you are supposed to hold yourself up. Then you're supposed to see what she does.
Yeah.
But we also we see what she's done.
Yeah.
We're looking at, when Roman brings it up, Roman can say that because you look at Roman's trajectory, literally just do this. This is all it's done.
But he's been protected from the very beginning.
Oh, he was absolutely protected. We know that. He was protected Edge style.
Yeah.
He was protected heavily.
Yeah.
But then when the protection left, and I'll go what is it, SummerSlam 2020? 2021?
When he came back?
When he came back?
2020, yeah.
There was no need for the protection anymore. Because then it was like, who is this dude?
Yeah.
And this dude that came in, you just was like, I'm interested.
He changed the business. The bloodline, Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman changed. They made the pandemic wrestling interesting even more than Raw Underground was doing, which was a great attempt.
Yeah.
But when they came back and the way that they were storytelling without a crowd and speaking softer and speaking more impactful, you had to rely on promos more than you could do wrestling matches. But let's speed through this so we can get the King and Queen of the Ring. Blair Davenport coming to SmackDown, and her confessional had her looking like Jim Carrey at the end of Batman Forever. There knows Batman. I'll say, yo, that's a dramatic difference from in person. Anyway, so then when you go back and look, I was like, ooh, that's the end of Batman Forever right there, boy. Jim Carrey did his thing. She's paying homage. Nia is queen and Randy is king because his shoulders were not down when he got pinned.
Do you think that's what they're gonna run with?
Well, okay, so Triple H said this.
Yeah, he did
Triple H.
I didn't watch the press conference. I know you're.
No, not the press conference. He because they didn't even do a press conference, which I was shocked about, but it wasn't a PLE.
Yeah.
So he did a post on his personal page on Instagram, and he says, "Listen, I want to address that from the angle that I sat. I saw him get pinned, but when I saw the cameras, I saw everything everybody else saw. And I will say that I know Gunther wants to have another run at Randy, but Randy looked extremely banged up. And I know he's not ready to have another run in for that. But I know that they would like to have another run in to see who's exactly better down the line." So he basically said, hey, man, he's still a king. But when Randy's ready, they can have a rematch, but not for the King of the Ring.
Okay.
Which I think is a good way to protect both of them.
Absolutely.
Because Gunther needed King of the Ring.
He did.
And Randy has everything. He doesn't need to be King of the Ring.
But it's also the way they promoted it when he was walking down the aisle. Like, this is the one thing he hasn't had. I ain't saying he needs it, but it was always, you know how Michael Cole goes, to add to his soon-to-be Hall of Fame career.
Yeah.
It's that thing, you know.
But it was just to make the match bigger for Gunther's win.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it looked weird for Randy Orton to wear a crown. Like, that just don't fit.
Gunther didn't even put it on. Yeah. Gunther just was like, I'm going to hold this.
And it fit his head. He had a real narrow head. And I was like, you should put it on.
Because it probably would have been too big for his head.
No. It was perfectly. I looked, as he was holding it, I was looking how...
Who does that?
How triangular.
Because when they put it on Nia, I was like, I want to see how this looks on her.
She has hair.
Yeah.
So it sounded like hair.
You know how you did shapes as a kid and they had like a circle and cylinder?
Don't do this. Try to put this.
Gunther got a cylinder head. So it was a perfectly sized crown for the cylinder head. Yep.
That's
what it was, man.
I think though, regardless, I'm not even gonna. That's between you and him, man. Between you and him.
That's for you and Gunther.
Oh, Gunther would beat my ass.
Oh, it ain't that same Shinsuke energy at all.
Nah. I'm not, and I never said Shinsuke wouldn't beat me. I said he couldn't take one of my punches.
Yeah,
but Gunther would beat my ass. I know that.
Yeah. Speaking of this, real quick before you say what you gotta say. That first shot Gunther gave to Randy Orton, and Orton's face was like, Ooh, that's what it feels like.
He didn't take too many of them either.
No.
He had to whisper to them, hey man, cut all them.
And we don't cut about 2 minutes. They got a package ready, so just they don't need to do all them chops, man. They have a video.
They better air a replay. I can't take another one, bro.
He hit that first chop. Orton face went in like, ooh.
Yeah.
He was like, you know how somebody probably was like, it don't hurt that bad, does it? And you get him.
And then you think about whose chest was destroyed more, Sheamus or Drew's when they had the triple threat?
Sheamus, because he's lighter.
So Sheamus, all of that in his chest, he took that, bro. That goes to show you Sheamus is a true warrior, bro.
Speaking of Sheamus, he gonna beat Ludwig Kaiser's ass.
Oh, it's going down.
Oh, he gonna be dope.
But this is good for him to have a feud.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
But the way Ludwig has been talking about this, man, he's like, he is nothing but a dog and a snake, and he cannot take. That's why Sheamus ran away, and he should continue running. And I'm just waiting for the one time they're going to zoom out, and Sheamus is going to be there, like,
Be right there. That's what I thought was going to happen on Raw.
With the winter coat on in the summer.
Yes.
yeah,
With the winter coat and the white beater on.
crazy combo, crazy fit
Crazy.
that he wore for like 4 years. Like, man, I know you got some other shirts.
You gotta have
You
some.
gotta have some other shirts. You got all this money, bro. What are you doing?
He just got a white beat, some overalls, some slack.
Banger after banger after banger.
Afterburger.
Bronson Reed ate the pin, so I know Gable's gonna win at SummerSlam. That's what made me think that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see him and Otis now, though.
We have to have
Who
something
Otis?
before
Gable
then.
and
Gable and Otis in a
But
match.
Gable has to, Otis has to be about to win, and the Creed brothers turn heel and help Gable.
That's the only way
win.
it works.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Ivy Nile turns with him?
Yes.
Why does Ivy now still have a diamond mine thing in her interest?
Because they're Diamond Mine forever. That's what diamonds are forever. Diamond Mine all day. Roddy. Stokely.
Gone.
That one Japanese dude who was there for a hot minute. Tyler Rust. Diamond Mine, baby.
Okay. Do you know?
Do
you follow that?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But that sounds like some NXT conversation.
It
I
is.
wasn't a part of
NXT,
that.
NXT 2.0.
Okay.
That's what we went back to. dog.
NXT Nickelodeon, as I call it.
The
Yeah.
Revenge Tour.
That's when NXT looked like my pants.
The Revenge Tour picked up some new cities because Liv Morgan is our new WWE Women's World Champion.
Shouts out to the Britney Spears inspiration from both.
Yeah.
I did not see that pin coming, bro. But if you were going to do that, why not have her win that Battle Royal?
Because it's more impactful. I'm so glad you brought this up.
Yeah.
It's more impactful for Liv to. So, number one,
To
again,
pin Becky.
they had so many injuries at that time frame. Becky needed to be. We needed a top star with a top championship.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, it to also build up the heel Liv Morgan that we've gotten over this past 2 months or whatever it's been. I think it was more impactful for her to beat Becky by cheating, and beat Becky with the realms of Dominic Mysterio. So now you also have these layers of what's going to happen when Rhea comes back. How is Becky going to get her revenge? They also have the whole issue of Becky's contract apparently coming up this week or on June 1st. Yeah. So
Has she resigned?
I hope she does. There's no reason Becky lets you go to AEW.
No, I don't think she's gonna leave. I think she's going to take a break. Is my point.
She's earned it.
She has earned it. She was on break when they called her back.
Yeah.
And that's why, again, you drop it now, do this one little match at, Clash at the Castle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do this rematch.
Well, I thought they're doing the rematch on Raw.
Oh, she did claim it in the back.
Yeah.
So you invoke it on
Because
Raw.
it's this week, the contract.
Yeah, you invoke it right now on Raw. You do it Monday. Boom, you still lose. Take a break.
Here's the thing. Speaking of somebody taking a break,
I'm back. I appreciate y'all. It's been a long. Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I'm sorry.
absolutely not. What I was gonna say is,
Damn, that hurt.
there's
By the
no.
way, you won. You got it.
You came with the bread, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I thought the over-under was definitely...
Yeah,
but
man. Ooh.
What did y'all bet on?
All right, what were you saying about...
So I said, there's no way Priest beats Gunther at SummerSlam. So he's going to be taking a break away from Priest because Priest, here's what people don't realize, man. When you have that title and you're a new champion.
No, y'all not finna skip
We can't move on?
No,
Oh,
you
okay.
can't move on. What was the bet?
Hey,
What was
man.
the trading places bet?
Come on, brother.
Okay,
on, man.
Mortimer.
Let's read some of these comments.
No. Take the damn chat down.
What are they talking about?
Take
Rey
the chat
Mysterio
down.
is
Don't you let him
absolutely
read
correct.
nothing.
Liv has been.
I don't care. I talk over you for like 6 seconds.
Go ahead, Marty. What you want to talk about, baby?
Oh man, Cody Logan Paul was a great match.
Oh, yo, better than I thought it would be. Honestly,
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Not to say that Logan isn't amazing, because he is. I'm talking about where Cody is right now. He's resetting the universe in more ways than I've said in months.
Mhm.
At the first point, I said I needed Roman to drop the title, so it resets the universe. We have fresh matchups. He's done that by Cody having these fresh matchups. Also, he's resetting the universe because Cody having clean wins over people with no interference involved. These are new storylines that we have not gotten in 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So when you watch this match, I was like, man, is this going to be good compared to what we've been conditioned to enjoy? That's why I didn't think it was going to be fire, but it was.
And Cody pulled out the Breakker. That was my favorite part. That was my favorite part.
I think I just knew going into this. I was like, this is going to be a solid match.
Yeah.
Logan Paul has been an incredible performer on every level. Mm-hmm. And he has been, he's right in what he says. I've become a viral sensation damn near every match. Yep. He does something every single match that goes viral, and it only elevates. Cody Rhodes he's your old school new age champion.
Right.
He's a hybrid of both. And you get somebody like a Logan Paul who is a savant at this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This man has only been in the business now, what, 2.5 years, if that?
If that.
And is this impeccable per match? Main eventing.
Yeah.
People can be mad all they want. You used to, when you saw Logan Paul finna be in the main event. Logan Paul.
It's getting common now.
And now you're like, well, Logan Paul is Mr. Saudi Arabia.
He is Mr. Saudi Arabia.
They love him over there.
I'm fine, and it's fine.
But it's a testament to his vision, because they said that the drone shot that they did when he had the prime up at the top before he did the table spot, they said it took almost a year of planning to think out and do that spot.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
that's interesting.
So the spot where he was up.
I'm just trying to figure out the year. Why the year?
I guess just to figure out the logistics of, because I'm assuming that, I think they said they used a drone for that shot. So I guess to get how long to map it out, and also scheduling a Logan Paul versus whoever match at Saudi Arabia. I'm sure there's different elements of that
maybe laws too. Maybe laws. Everything's different over there.
Yeah,
real
true.
quick, CT, do you think?
You also can read them.
I can't see them because the cameras are right there.
That's crazy. Saw that Jay Washington comment. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to shout out Brody Burton. I can't see it. Yeah, what's going on? Hey, could you read that particular comment? Second one down to the left. It says Jay is right there. That's good. You only see comments that have your name. All right. Brody Burton.
Hey, that is hilariously wrong.
What are you guys' thoughts on the recent QR code? First of all, round of applause for Brody Burton. Thank you so much for the super chat. On the QR code, to answer your question immediately, my thought is do it now. I'm tired of seeing these codes. I'm ready to see, because he wrote notes to each one of his
new followers.
And it's like, let's get going.
Here's my thing. Where do you want it to? Do you want it to be like, we know who it is? There's a given, right? We know it's Uncle Howdy.
With just Nikki Cross,
right?
Eric Rowan,
Dexter Loomis,
Joe Gacy,
and Killian Dane possibly.
They
said one of the voice in the most recent one is Killian Dane's.
No,
they said the voice because if they did play the Killian Dane thing, because it was also it's the six. So if you don't take Killian Dane, who's the sixth? Because it's not Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. Well, I was just going off the notes that he wrote.
No, I get what you're saying.
I'm not sure.
But it's like, who's the sixth? But my thing is this, what I'm just bringing up is, remember how when Bray returned, it was at Survivor Series at the very end of the show?
Mm-hmm. I hope they don't wait that long.
You see what I'm saying? What do you want? Do you want it to be like they involved in the match? Because every matching with people we think has programs like right now. So it's like, where do you want this to?
I'd put them on Raw.
Yeah.
And I would have them. So when's Clash at the Castle?
June.
I honestly would, if not on the end of Raw, then at the end of Clash at the Castle. Let them attack maybe Damien Priest or like Judgment, something like that. But I think that being how they debut, that also gives Nikki a cool spot in the main event of something at home.
Good point.
Yeah, and that'd be another like people would. I think if it, let's say it's Killian Dane, right? I think he'd get a bigger pop if it's over there versus if he just shows up on like SmackDown, like who's this fat hairy dude?
Yeah.
Right? So
hold on, let me say this real quick while we were still on Cody. This is a pitch for how they turn Cody heel. It has to involve his wife, Brandy, like a Lady Macbeth, right? So I think gradually they'll start introducing Brandy Rhodes into Cody's storyline when it's time for him to almost go heel. And she's seen by his side, and then she's always whispering to him, and he's doing what she says. And then that moment, something snaps where maybe the crowd starts booing him. Brandy is the reason that he's making all the decisions he's making. And everybody's like, we got to get them separated because she's the reason all this is happening. And then he goes full Homelander from there. That's my pitch. But while we're there, new mask, new me.
Something I was going to say.
Hey, has anybody kept count on how many mask changes this has been so far?
4? I think this is the 4th.
Yeah, man, who knows? You know, when you're Rey MARTSTERIO, you live your life with different faces.
It's a fact, man.
Yeah.
Wait. So back to Damien Priest. Damien Priest. It's those little moments when you're a new champion that make you viable and strong. And he's so far had 2 promos in front of the live crowd. The first one, the second one was better. But it's like the crowd isn't having confidence and believing in him, especially when you got somebody like Drew McIntyre calling you a paper champion.
Oof.
Yeah. I mean, also, you know where you kind of, because maybe it's me. I try to look at this from like, I always say this on the show, from a bunch of different angles.
Yeah.
One of the angles being, we know what's supposed to happen with him and Judgment Day.
Right.
We see that coming. So it's like when you listen to certain promos, you're like, all right, bro, you talking about Drew. Y'all have that. But Finn looking at your belt. Finn told you, yo, I wish this was you out here with me instead of JD.
Yeah, but I get it. You're the champion.
But I get it. You champ. I get it. You got all these teases on that. So it's hard to really focus on the Drew. Because also, even with Drew McIntyre, bro, we don't give a damn about this. We need the you and Punk promos against each other.
Yeah. But that's coming.
It's coming. But it's what I'm saying. It's like, we don't care. Get this over with. Hurry up. Get this over with.
Let me ask you this. Does Drew take over Judgment Day? Like, do you kick out Priest, let Drew take over, and take the title?
I don't know. I feel like Finn is going to be the one to take over Judgment Day because Priest is going to be kicked out soon. Finn is going to be the one to make the decision like, yo, we got Carlito who's really been showing us love and you don't want him here. You're the one causing all the problems.
You did the same thing with JD. Because Carlito's trying to get in. You like, bro, gone. Did the same thing with JD. JD wanted to be in. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And Dominic wants Carlito in. Yeah. Everybody wants Carlito in except for Damien. So it's going to be like, all right, well, you get out since you don't want him here. I'm telling you. And when Rhea come back, she's going to be like, guys, da-da-da. And she's going to fall in line unless she's going to come back and just be full face. But
I think she has to.
I love Triple H added the stipulation.
I mean, not like shaking babies and kissing hands or whatever.
That's not how that goes.
That's not the right.
That is not.
This is my brutality with a baby.
Jesus Christ.
That's all I envision with you.
But
eat, sleep. Sorry.
But yeah, I'm saying though, I think you've built Liv up as the top heel of Raw.
Right.
And by the time Rhea returned, she would definitely have cemented that place. And she's doing so much with Judgment Day already. We saw Finn Balor getting out of the vehicle with her.
Right.
We saw all the stuff she's doing with Dominic. I don't know what's gonna happen with her and JD. She'll probably like curve him. But do you think I could also get no okay.
Could have been forwarded rich.
What if she tries to join the Judgment Day?
I think she's just trying to I said this, she's trying to fuck the Judgment Day apart.
Damn.
That's the angle.
Yeah.
I try to fuck them apart. Like, oh, I'm sleeping with, I do this little thing with Finn. I put these little bugs and Doms here. I curved JD. But Damien Priest, I never have to get near.
Jade Cargill said, we giving out work, come apply. That was a bar.
It was a bar.
Let me tell you something, Jade Cargill. I want an application. Respectfully. All right. On application. Bianca, that's like sis, because you know what I'm saying? Nothing but love to Montez and respect. That's like sis. But Jade, I don't know her husband. You understand? And
here's what I loved about that promo too. It showed because in AEW, you know, her promos were always kind of like standard. It'd be the same, like cut the S, Tony.
Yeah,
I'm that B. You know, like, so seeing her make magic like that was such a hard line.
Yeah.
But something else I loved about the pre-show match with them versus Indy and Candice was when Bianca, you know, Bianca being sort of the veteran of this tag team, Jade Cargill's about to do a kip up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bianca pushed her out of the way, like, yo, I'm the one that has to pin her.
Yeah.
So she pushed her as she's about to do the kip up, and there was just like a slight moment where you see that, you're like, oh, if Jade turns, like, I get it. Because don't push me when I'm about to shine. Like, I'm about to do if I can do a kip up right now, when you're like, hey man, don't do that. We gotta wrap up the show. There'd be an issue. We would have problems, bro.
I just want to see Mark go right there. Like,
yeah. Let me tell you something, man. Mighty Myro, boy. You are a wrestling almanac. Right now, tell me who was in the main event of 1993 SummerSlam.
1993 SummerSlam, was that would that have been, no, Hart versus Bulldog was 92.
I thought that was 93.
No, that was 92. So 93 would have been Hogan versus Yoko.
Because Taker is 94. Taker is 94.
Shout out to James Rivera. Vivo El Maro. Round of applause for you for the super chat. Thank you so much, James.
Correction, no. Hogan versus Yoko was King of the Ring 93, because that's when Bret Hart also won the King of the Ring tournament. And then 94 was Yoko versus Lex. So 93 SummerSlam. No. 94 SummerSlam was Undertaker versus Undertaker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 94 was Taker.
Yeah, so it might have been Hogan. No, that would have been Luger versus Yoko. Right?
Cool.
After the slam on the leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the slam after the slam, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no answer. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
If you know in the comments, please drop it.
Give it to us.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I'm saying this real thing about Jay real quick. This is how dope Jade Cargill is. Just amazing specimen.
Yeah.
You can see her abs through the bodysuit.
Yeah.
I said, what?
Yeah. She don't eat sugar.
No. No bread. That is a grilled chicken and asparagus only diet.
That is a carbless diet, right?
She
Man.
eats rice as a treat.
The only bread she gets is in the form of. There it is. Okay.
Sorry for that. My apologies.
Shit, ladies and gentlemen.
My apologies.
What you got coming out?
My
man?
apologies for that.
Hey man, it happens. Go ahead. What's coming up? What you want to tell the people?
Man, I am this Thursday, October 3rd, Jesus Christ. May 30th, I'm at the Ontario Improv with Chris Riggins, 31st Comedy Jam, which this Monday, tomorrow, I'm at Flappers Comedy Club for Tony Baker and Friends. I got a bunch of other stuff coming up. Please always follow the Instagram, follow the TikTok, Mr. J. Washington. Again, apologize for that. I didn't want to do that. My apologies.
Happened, man. It's all good.
I just want to apologize. No, I want to sincerely apologize. I don't want no problems behind it. I want to apologize sincerely. No. I want to make sure my apology is known sincerely for stepping on that.
Yeah. Cool, man. Martin, what's coming up?
Yes, Albania. I'm coming out to you.
I know you're dead serious, but just keep going, bro. He's really coming to Albanians. So go ahead, Martin.
So for all of our Albanian fans out there who are watching, or if you know some people in Albania, I'll be in the capital at the end of June. So come check it out.
Did you hit up Authors of Pain to have them endorse you?
No, I've not hit up Razor and Acom.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, everybody who's been adding to the chat comments, thank you guys so much. Do me the same favor. When this episode drops Monday morning, go into those comments underneath the video, because that's where all the comments get counted and we get a chance to respond to you guys. We love responding to you guys. I'm looking for more comments of the week next week. Thank you for every super chatter out there. You guys have helped make this episode and the show even more fun. Could not do it without you. Thank you to everybody that came to the CT Singing Showcase last night. It was incredible. It was oversold. gold. If you would like to check out what the CT Singing Showcase is and was, go to my personal YouTube page or my personal Facebook page and check it out. It was an incredible time. Coming up is the holiday. I want to say thank you to all of our veterans. Respect and thank you so much for your service. Memorial Day, don't just remember the ones that we lost. Remember the people who are still here that you don't even mess with, okay? And that you could lose, and show them some love. Outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, before the bell, we out.
Peace.